What's good, my baby? It's your girl Key, the Trap Term Minister, back on the Sugar Production. As you guys can tell by today's title, we're going to be discussing the topic, a 30-day prediction for the next 30 days, Divine Masculine. So it's been a minute since we kicked it. It's good to touch bases. And I'm just going to dive straight into it. I feel like I don't have to tell you guys anything, because I don't feel like that with my masculine crew. I don't really expect y'all to be being sissified. You understand what I'm saying? There ain't nothing wrong with being sweet. You got a little sugar type, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I don't expect y'all to be no little, You know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all can handle the truth. I'll just say that much. And if you can't, skedaddle, scram, sup. I'm going to be asking a few questions for your spade. We're going to discuss, how you're being perceived for the next 30 days. Like, where are you currently, just as a spiritual check-in, just so you can make sure, get any validation or messages that you might need. It's really more so, like I said, a spiritual check-in to see how you're currently expressing your divinity and where you might have opportunities for growth. Okay, then we're going to go into what changes can we expect to see regarding your health for the month ahead, and major predictions as we continue throughout your spread for career, finances, and then love. Okay, so I'm going to first start off from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. I just kind of want to touch on what energy you're in. It's going to give me a vibe to let me know where we're at, Divine Masculine, okay? And we're going to clarify with the, I believe this is the Tarot by Manzel deck. Yes, the Tarot by Manzel. So I'll show you guys that. I really love his deck. I love his depictions of it. I feel like it's a great deck for Divine Masculine's energies as well, if you guys have been looking for a tarot deck, okay? So let's just see. Spirit of Living God, I ask that it be more of you and less of me. Let these messages be clear, authentic, and for my viewers' divine path. Shut any door that is not of you, and I ask that by the end of today's reading, Divine Masculine leads with a message that is exactly what they need to hear at the time which they find it. With that being said, this is also a timeless message, so it is not time specific, meaning whenever you watch it, it's when it's meant for you. Just a FYI, Divine Masculine. So, give me an energy. Where is my Divine Masculine at the time which they find this reading? Where are they? Okay. We're a bit all over the place. Divine Masculine. Okay. Give me one card, Spirit. Just one. Thank you. Alrighty. The Tarantula. Okay. Are we wolfing it? Are we growing our hair out? Or Divine Masculine, do we need to shave or something like that? Are we growing something out? I don't know what's going on. But I'm also getting, we're trying to rebuild. And I feel like we're rebuilding in rough terrain. Maybe it's like energy, as Divine Masculine. I don't really see y'all being the types, not no Divine Masculine sitting around depending on, or with at least if you can help it, to get where you're trying to go. It feels like there's a strong emphasis surrounding for you guys. I feel like that you're acknowledging, your role to play and how you ended up somewhere. So it's a lot of self-reflection in the present moment, Divine Masculine. And I also feel like that you possibly are building connections. You could possibly be networking. Some of you guys could also be if it's not like prophesizing, it's like speaking your truth or sharing, putting knowledge on people. So it's given people might call you Unc, or you might be at Unc status, or you just might have some meat on your head where it's I didn't bet this and shit, and I don't want the young niggas out there to really just go through some of the things that I've experienced. If I can say something to help you, I will, because I know what it's like I've been where you've been. So it feels like for a lot of you guys, there's a lot about there's a urgency that I feel like that you guys have to really more so get your shit together, or to keep things intact, okay? It could be hot where you at, so all this hair you got growing, you might be like, damn, I'm ready. I'm trying to grow it out, but if it ain't gonna be tamed, locked up, twisted, or, you know what I'm saying, or at least shave that shit down on the sides. It's like, damn, it's too hot for this fucking hair. Somebody here is just, I don't know, you could have locks, or you could have braids. Or I'm seeing the little sponge effect, the little sponge hair. It's it's shaved off a little bit on the side, but I got a little hair on the top because I got to have some earth, okay? Interesting, okay, Divine Masculine, interesting. Okay, because it definitely is giving, I'm hot than a bitch. And Divine Masculine, I know my nails ain't done. Tip your girl so they can get done. Okay, so we're gonna clarify and put some more cards. I just want to do more of a check-in, see what's going on and shit like this. So let me just shuffle and pull the cards out, and then we'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna lay all the cards out on the table, and we'll be back. Okay, we're good. So divine masculine, as you can see, I've already laid out all the cards. So I can see where how you're at right now. I feel like you're at a pinnacle moment and things are moving positively because you're making a decision for yourself. With the Wheel of Fortune being present here, I'm gonna let you guys embrace that energy. I feel like that you're getting a lot of messages from spirit, a lot of confirmations, and I feel like it's a promise that you made for yourself and God, and I feel like it's being like up like if you live, when you try to live right, God is making things easier. Opportunities are falling into place because it's like you're making steps that God knows are difficult for you, making certain sacrifices, even if it's just, you know, I'm not handling conflict the way I used to, whether it's spiritual conflict, conflict of self, okay, regarding like family conflict or whatever. It just feels like I'm not handling things the way I used to, and I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune being present here, I feel like right now, at the time in which you're finding this reading or your energy, it's coming across to me like I see you being like seeking higher education or seeking knowledge or not being afraid to listen to other people's perspective. It just feels like that you're more open-minded now. Whereas I feel like it was a real big energy trying to you leaning on your own understanding. You have been inviting the Most High into your routine and your daily practices. And with that, you have seen or noticed a certain level of growth. I also feel like there's a lot of people who are coming around to be of assistance and aid for you. There's a lot of people who are rooting for you, who want to see you doing well. It might come in unsuspected environments or places. For others of you guys, I can see where it's like, and it could be like, because I keep hearing when it all falls down, who you gonna call now? But it feels like that a lot of people are more forgiving of you than what you may have anticipated. There's a lot of grace that is given to you. Okay. Some of you guys have been like, I don't know, Divine Masculine. Have you been watching like Megan Thee Stallion videos recently? Because I don't know why I'm hearing too low. Too low, okay? Or it's energy surrounding, like some of you guys have been spending a lot of time on like social media, like catching up. I don't know, somebody just got out or something like that. It's not that you just got out, it's like energy surrounding, like you're breaking free from something. Or some of you guys, you work so much, it's like I'm finally taking time to like be on my phone, I guess. Or it's I don't know, it's like you're spending more time for fun. You're creating space and like prioritizing like me time, family time, things of that nature. And it's like things that pour into you. Right now it's about rebuilding, happy, finding my balance, finding my backbone, and and solidifying that and focusing on what's pouring into me, not what's taken out. That's where I feel like you guys are at right now, which I think is a beautiful thing. And I think that you're working with people, and I think it's hard because for so long you've convinced yourself that you got to do it by yourself, by your lonely. So I feel like this is a major shift for you. I feel like it could be it could bring its own challenges, being susceptible of the help that is trying to come into your life. But I feel like you're handling it really good. So I do want to give props where it's due. Congratulations on the success that you've made that other people may not be able to notice or recognize immediately. But this change has been like that you've initiated. It's starting to show up, and it's something that people are recognizing, and you're going to start to notice that in your present reality, people are going to start commending you for this certain level of maturity that you're exuding. Like it's like you're making a change, and it's noticed. But I feel like it started a little while ago, and it's like maybe something that even when it was at the roughest moment, because the Wheel of Fortune is something that constantly shifts and it changes. And when you're at your lowest, you prepare to be at the top. And when you're at the top, you not necessarily anticipate your lowest moments, but you appreciate your high moments because you recognize or you can recall or reference the past. Not that the past is a place of residence, but it's a place of reference, because everything's about ebbs and flows. And then you know that because I overcame whatever trials got me here to where I am now, I know that whatever comes for me is working for my good. So you're operating from a very intelligent space, Divine Masculine, which I love for you. The Hangman indicates to me that people are perceiving you in the next 30 days as very thought-provoking, maybe even a little bit recluse. People may look at you as somebody that's battling things and you just don't want to share it, which is on brand. You could be a Capricorn, a Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, masculine energy, maybe even an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, I already said Leo, so strong Leo for this pile. This is also representing with the Hangman, Virgo energy. Some of you guys could be a Virgo. I feel like people are looking at you as somebody that is trying to mature or trying to pull yourself up out of your bootstraps, but it's like an energy surrounding toughening up, maybe even holding yourself more accountable. People are very pleased with the way you speak or the way you're handling yourself in the next 30 days. You're being perceived as somebody that's very intellectual and somebody that's very perceptive, and somebody that's also receptive of criticism. if that makes sense. And people are loving this about you because you feel like you're in an uncomfortable space and you're handling something better than what people anticipated you doing. So it could be that you're handling a breakup better than what people thought. Oh, you're handling the state of the world with everything that's happening. You know, it's always some shit. Or it could be, you know, financial difficulties or baby mama drama, a divorce for some of you guys. Like you're handling things, and whatever life comes at you, people are looking at you as somebody that's very passive, very strong. There is an energy surrounding and that may be why people want to come and be of assistance to you, because it's like, I don't know how divine masculine does it all. The weight that you carry, it's like, I give props where it's due, because I know that burden has to be heavy. Some of you guys have to necessarily that you just got out. It could have been an energy surrounding, maybe you just left a state of grief if you had lost a loved one. For some of you guys, it could have been that the death of a parent could have really rocked you to a core, or like a loved one, like a close friend or something like that. For some of you guys, there was somebody close to you that may have had addictions, that may have passed on. And it feels like that was something that was really triggering for you. You're finally getting out of like a negative space, and it's like people are looking at you as somebody that is making it. I'm changing, trying every way I can. I am changing. So that's dream girls. So for a lot of you guys, people are looking at you as somebody that is making a new, like a shift for themselves, making a decision to, it's like a bet on yourself, okay? That's what I'm getting. You're taking some sort of risk, okay, with this hangman being present. I want to clarify this just a little bit, because I think this is something that is deeper than rap. I don't think it's just like, I feel like that's the main idea. Like, yeah, people noticing that you're making a change, but I feel like people are just looking at you as like, wow, they really learned a lesson. Because I feel like you were in a loop, or you found yourself like in, like, maybe people were trying to tell you things, but you weren't receptive of what people were trying to teach you or show you. Because like, you don't know my body, you don't know my problems, you don't know what this feels like. You can't relate. It's not the same. Even if they were, you know, even if they did have a place of reference or whatever, it's like you just felt like you were by yourself. And it still feels like that you kind of look at yourself by yourself, but it's energy. It's not a victimhood that I'm feeling off of you no more. That's really what I want to say. Give me something off the Kipper to clarify the hangman, spirit of living God. Clarify the hangman, official person. I just said somebody possibly just got out, or it's an energy surrounded. Some of you guys, people might suspect that you might be becoming a better man in your relationship. Okay, some of you guys are doing the honorable thing by honoring a partner of yours, or making steps to, or it's like with official person, I'm trying to live right. So at the end of the day, I can hear at the pearly gates, you know, job well done. That's where people feel like you are at. Some of you guys, it could be like a sense of maturity. Like, I want to be independent. I want to have things for myself. I don't want to like depend on anybody or rely on anybody. And if anything that's, you know, going to handicap me, I'm going to try not to get too attached to it. I appreciate it, but I won't allow it to be like my all, like, you know. So like, you're trying to stand on your own too. You want to prove something to yourself. You possibly have a new hobby, or you're trying to gain a hobby, whatever it is. You feel like you're in the leadership. So some of you guys, you work in leadership, or people are looking at you as like a mentor of some sort, a trainer of some sort, or like somebody to be. It's giving real big broke energy. So you might, like, young niggas might call you that shit, like big bro, or, you know, OG or something like that. It's giving that. Like, people are looking at you and perceiving you as somebody like that is, I've been around the world now, yeah. So divine feminine energies are definitely looking at you as somebody that is a catch. Okay, divine masculine, they're looking at you as somebody that looks very young. Some of you guys, people mistake your age all the time, and it's like, you don't see all this gray hair. And people are like, how you think I'm in my 20s? You don't see all this gray hair, like whatever. But people look at you as very mature, but you look very young. Okay, so you may get asked a lot over the next 30 days, you know, how old are you? You know, things of that nature. People are also looking at you as somebody that is not, like I said, it's no more victimhood. So you could be somebody that has a different perspective, where it's like, racism doesn't define me, nor does it affect me in my reality that much. You know, like, I've made certain changes in my reality, in my life, and I don't subdue to the matrix. Like, I recognize that it's a thing, and this is gonna sound really controversial, but this is like, for some of you guys, this is like how you guys are feeling. Like, I recognize that racism is real, but I also recognize that anything that you give power to has life, and if I don't give that power, then I don't give it life over me. Like, that's where somebody is at. Okay, some of you guys, like, I don't know why they talk about Nat Turner. Maybe you had a conversation about Nat Turner recently, or it's beyond pride. It's not pride. It's more so just, I don't know. It's like reminding me of my little brother. He's always says I'm an 8-year-old man. Like, I'm a man, a big, grown, strong man. Like, that's the vibrant energy that I'm picking up off of you guys. People are looking at you as somebody that has earned their stripes, essentially, regarding your masculinity. So you're standing firm in it. You are the divine masculine. People are recognizing you as such in the next 30 days. So that's beautiful. I did ask what changes can we expect to see, opportunities for growth, excuse me. Opportunities for growth are recognized by the lovers. Okay, so for some of you guys, you could be at odds with a partner, or it could be an issue regarding intimacy in your relationships. Really allow people to get close to you. This could also be not choosing partners that provoke you, okay, or not being baited into doing things that I'm gonna be honest with you, bitch made shit. Like, somebody could, you could have a partner that's a little bit confrontational or moody, or you could have like a love interest where you might be this way. Like, maybe you are somebody that starts things and then you might be moody or whatever, but it feels like there's a conflict. Like, you may have a divine feminine energy that is seeking independence. This person here could be whimsical, very spiritual. This person here could also be somebody that is hard to I'm getting like a wrangle energy. Like, they may have issues with submitting. Okay, that's a personal issue amongst them. But it also, I'm recognizing that she's over here. I recognize she's over here with the apples and shit. Like, this somebody I feel like where this person here, now you're at a stage where you are meant to. Opportunities for growth is lead by example. You know, don't do it like do as I say, not as I do. So maybe showing leadership qualities within your romantic relationships, or being what you desire. So if you desire a woman who has sexual maturity, or sexual discipline rather, maybe you can operate from that space. If you desire someone to respect your authority and uphold it, then you should do it as well with your partner. So things have to be symbiotic amongst your romantic relationships. And there's also opportunities for growth with you if you have children, regarding being more empathetic and kind towards them. Even with your partner, it's just generally speaking, expressing your divine feminine energy, because again, it's the yin and yang. As men, women, non-binary people, whatever you identify as, we have divine masculine and feminine energy within us all. That's every human living being on this planet, right? We have divine feminine and divine masculine energy that allows us to create, okay, and operate from the space of like children of God. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, there are opportunities for growth is for you to spend more time with your emotions, acknowledging your emotions, and by giving yourself the grace to sit with some of the things that you feel and try to identify what they mean, where they come from, etc. You're going to then notice that you're going to be able to give that to people in your reality. But you may lack this with yourself. Empathy toward yourself. You may have a hard time forgiving yourself, or, you know, yeah, shit like that. Or even just like acknowledging, like, I may be upset about something, or something may have hurt my feelings. Those things might not sound good for you, roll off the tongue for you, divine masculine, but those may be the words that someone here is needing. Especially your divine feminine, if you guys are in a connection, if you find yourself at odds with a lover, it's feeling like they want the words that you can't give, and it's more so translating or relating like you don't care, you know, or, you know, some of you guys just have daughters, or maybe you have like a bunch of sisters, or like you're married, okay, something like that, or you have like a lover that you really love, or somebody you care about, but it feels like that, I don't know, somebody might act out or do things to provoke you just to get some sort of reaction out of you. So opportunities for growth could be being more gentle, more compassionate, and having intimacy in your relationships, romantic and platonic, that you value, okay? So when I say intimacy, it's not just sex. I'm not telling you to have sex with, like, you know, everybody. I'm telling you intimacy is like having in-depth, connections or relationships and with people where it's transparency, okay? Vulnerability is where I see opportunity or room for growth. Give me another card clarifying this, lovers. Okay, give me another card clarifying lovers. Occupation. Some of you guys, your partner doesn't feel prioritized. They possibly feel like you're always working, or then when you're not working, you possibly do other things. This person here could also be burnt out from work. Sometimes it could be just listening more. If somebody wants to complain to you about their job, be more compassionate, be more open to understanding or hearing another perspective. I could tell you, as a woman, if you're dealing with a woman particularly, or divine feminine energy, whether it's a woman or not, we don't always, in that moment, when we're venting, sometimes we just want to express. We're very intuitive, we're very knowledgeable, and sometimes it's okay to ask, would you rather me listen to you, or are you asking for advice? Sometimes it's okay to ask, you know, right now, baby, I need you to just listen to me. Right now, I just need an ear. You know, sometimes people just want a shoulder to cry on. I was raised by my father, so I have to ask my friends this myself because I had a hard time navigating my relationships with the women in my life, like, be it like family, and friends. I had a hard time because I'm thinking that if you're telling me something, you want a solution for that. You're asking me for my opinion about that, and you may not be right. So, but sometimes people ain't trying to hear that. Sometimes people are leaving out details and they just want to just talk about how they feel. But sometimes you just have to access. There might be some stress or some burden that maybe somebody is experiencing due to their job or work. Somebody here can feel overwhelmed or burnt out because they have so many responsibilities. And by the time it gets to you, they just want you to listen. For some of you guys, it's also energy surrounding your day should not stop when you get off of work. Okay, if there's women around you, or there's especially women particularly that are doing things that are constantly moving even after they work, your lifestyle should match that. It's like that's the best way you can express empathy, because then it translates if you don't care, if you clock out. You know, like there's somebody here that goes to work, come home, and yes, you may pay the bills, but your partner may also be working. Your partner may also have certain stresses. They may also be like going to school, something like, or your kids might be going to school. They have their own burdens, but their day doesn't stop when they come home. Their school is just like their job. Their job is just as strenuous as yours. Is different, you know. And it feels like that someone here, like I feel like the divine masculine, when you come home, whatever, you're not seeing or you're not cognizant or aware of things that happen around you. Like it could be like energy surrounding you, putting things on other people's list when they have their own issues and burdens. So maybe you can be a little bit more self-sufficient when it comes to navigating relationships with women around you. Somebody here feels like that they are possibly begging for intimacy or help, or by asking. And that's how women feel a lot of times. If we have to tell you or walk your hand through it, we already have to do that with the children in our life, whether it's our biological kids or just kids. Because as women, that's just how we are. We nurture. You understand what I'm saying? So it's an energy or a vibe. Like someone here doesn't want to have to ask you for help. They just want you to follow in line. That's an opportunity for growth for you. Collaborations, maybe even saying, hey, I'll put the kids to sleep tonight. I'll make dinner tonight. I'll wash the dishes since you cooked. I already washed the clothes. Don't worry about that. You know, like, and asking somebody what they need as opposed to just assuming like, I'm going to invite you to something that is just I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So there's that. Because some of you guys may feel like, well, I'll buy you the world. Why is that up? It's like, well, this person may not want material things. It's like action. Like the women in your life, they value action or your presence more than they do the material things that you're trying to provide. Okay, so take that in consideration. Okay, that's an opportunity for growth for you. What can we expect regarding your health? In the next 30 days, I'm seeing regarding health, we have the devil being present. Some of you guys are going to start that, like, you may get like some bad news from the doctor that you have to tighten up about some shit. You may get like a notice or something like that. Some of you guys, it's something to do with like, I don't know, it's like some of you guys are going to tan, but I'm also getting like energy surrounding somebody here may have to separate from a habit. Like one of your habits is contributing to like bad health. So you may have like I don't want to say an addiction. Like it could be like you might get, I'll be honest, like you might get burnt as STD, because the devil represents lust, addictions, and things, and anything in excess, right? It could also be like, if it's not STD, God forbid, right? It's like giving like, well, you like to smoke weed. Well, you might notice that you're going to have a cough because of that mucus and backup and things like that. You drink a lot, so yes, you're going to notice that you're going to get hungover. You might notice that you start passing kidney stones, things of that nature. It feels like it's directly associated with a habit that you have, that you do in excess, or that you do frivolously without concern, that is contributing to negative health. This could have been something that you did in your past, so it's like something's catching up with you. Okay, because the devil, you know, I'm reminded of like it's the phrase, the devil comes to collect. So something like that could be significant. Like it feels like something that you were doing like an excess, whether currently or in the past. It feels like it's in the past, something that you walked away from. When you was in a dark space, it's catching up to you now. So for some of you guys, it could be gluttony. For others of you guys, it could be, because I'm hearing, that's so plain. So some of you guys, it could be like, yeah, some of you guys used to get high as a kite, and that's something that's catching up with you guys regarding like it's more so going to affect your breathing. Okay, I see issues regarding breathing, and I'm also seeing, if I'm being honest, you know, erectile, you know, dysfunction. You may have a hard time getting it up. Even some of you guys are getting up there in age where it's like, damn. You know, or if it's not erectile dysfunction, like somebody here might get like hard-ons in weird spaces when they shouldn't be. I'm also getting energy about regarding your health is concerned. I could see where there's a vibe surrounding you. Might have a desire for things that you've walked away from. So if you're trying to stay away from alcohol, you're trying to stay away from a substance, you're trying to stay away from hoes, okay? It's like these things are going to be calling after you, but they're not good for your health. So anything that you know, I'm walking away from that, because in the past, I have suffered greatly, or I've harmed those that I've loved by participating in this. If I can see where there's going to be a difficulty regarding like resisting things. So, because we're also talking about your mental health as well. So it's like something about you, something that you used to use to cope. Some people use sex to cope, to feel good about themselves. Some people like to cheat in order to feel something regarding their self-esteem. Some people like to eat to feel better. Some people like to get high to feel better. Some people like to get drunk to numb. So it's going to be different for all of you guys, but it feels like separating from this and like maintaining distance from a habit could be something that I feel like you guys are going to be potentially struggling with for the next 30 days. Clarify for devil. Clarify for devil. Yeah, this is horizon. Hi, it's a kite. Okay, so definitely like staying anchored in your visions and your desires for yourself is going to be something that may be difficult for you guys. Some of you guys may have to go to the hospital or the doctor in the next 30 days, or it might be a trip to the doctor, like just giving a real big ambulance energy. If it's not that, it's like a scare. Like some of you guys had a health scare, or you will in the next 30 days, and it's going to allow you, or like it's going to force you into like going cold turkey on something. Some of you guys could have went cold turkey on something, and it's like withdrawals from that. Okay, so there's that. We have the strength card being present here. This card is supposed to represent what changes can we expect in career and finances. I feel like some of you guys, it feels like a second chance or an opportunity or help. So it might be that you get some assistance, like someone here wants to alleviate some financial burden from you, so they give you a loan or something like that. Or someone here, they say, forget about it, you know, regarding like your criminal background, for those of you where that applies, and they hire you on as a courtesy. Some of you guys, you get a position that you desired. You asking for, if you ask for a raise, you may get that. It feels like the things are going well for you. Okay. I also want to say though, there might be people who give you things, but they're going to be holding on to you. Like they might, I don't want to say they're going to hold it over your head, but they are going to have like this energy regarding like, don't bite the hands that feed you. You know, so like somebody here, because they give you something or because they're helping you, there might be an energy or a vibe surrounding, like they might, I'm not gonna say like they gonna treat you bad at all. I'm not gonna say that, but it's given like they gonna expect you to hold. They gonna expect you to hold them in a certain level of regard for looking out for you financially. So if you ask for a loan from your check, for example, or if you ask like, I don't know, if you be like, hey, can I get an advance? Or hey, can I get an extra $1? Or hey, you know, I do have this on my background, but I'm really trying to get a job and I want to start Or hey, can you pay me under the table? I'll do this odd job or whatever. It feels like they're willing to accommodate you, but they're expecting you to uphold your end of the bargain. So it's like you ask for money and then like, you know, and you borrow from somebody and you're just like, okay, I'm doing this for bills, or look out for me for this. They're expecting X, Y, and Z. If you're staying with someone, whether it's romantic or platonic, it's like they don't mind helping you out, but there's an energy surrounding. They expect you to provide something. So it feels like your income here, you might be distributing it or like sharing it, or it might be a necessity. Like I have to take care of this, so I need this to take. You know, I need an advance, or I need help. Some of you guys are getting a loan, and you might get like approved for a loan. Or some of you guys, it's like it might be like a deferment of payment. So it's like, hey, you know, I don't have the money now, but I'll have it at X, Y, and Z type of date. And someone's like, cool, no problem. Type of situation. Okay, it feels like someone here is trying to help you get unstuck. But some of you guys, it could be like, I'm hearing like second chance. So some of you guys, it could be like you get approved for a second chance apartment, or you get a bad credit auto loan as an example. It feels like someone here is like dismissing, not necessarily dismissing, courthouse. It's like you get approved for something. Or someone here wants to help you, or it's like a vibe or energy surrounding like, oh, it's no problem. Like, I don't mind doing that for you or helping you out. Like, we're good, you know? Like someone here wants to assist you. It's like you get approved for something. You know, I don't know if it's like benefits or something like that. Some of you guys, you like, damn, I need some stamps, or damn, I need like some help. Like, I don't know. And some of you guys may have thought that someone wouldn't have assisted you or helped you due to like your history, your background, or with them, because maybe you owed them in the past, or maybe you had like a shady history, but someone here is going to look out for you. Something like that is significant regarding your finances. In love, though, we have the Empress and the Seven Wands present. So again, it feels like there's some defensiveness, some trouble in paradise with somebody that you might hold in high regards. It's like you probably look at this person as going to be like your wife or your divine counterpart, but there's like a defensiveness, or there's stagnancy here the next 30 days. There's like hesitancy. Why is this? Clarify the Seven of Wands for me. Courtship, okay. Alrighty. Someone here may have felt like that you waited too long to give them a commitment, or someone may have felt like that you mishandled the commitment when they offered it to you. And there's like I'm unsure, like, if I can allow you back into my space, in my aura. Okay. And there also could have been energy surrounded in the past. You may have felt like this person here only wanted you for what you could provide. And you guys are both like possibly having a hard time, like, adjusting or moving past some sort of like hardship from your past, okay, or a disagreement or something like that. I do feel like that it took you maturing to kind of see this person's perspective. This person here could have felt like you were possibly immature. I feel like this person, with mature woman and mature man, with 5 and 6, I feel like both of you guys you probably felt like this person was immature. Both of you guys mishandled situations due to, you know, I'm feeling away, so I want you to feel away too, you know. And I feel like there was it's like I'm hearing we don't even know what we're arguing for. We're just, you know, arguing and fussing and going back and forth for nothing. You know, it's like both of us are mad for nothing. Yeah, fighting for nothing. Nothing. We shouldn't be mad at all, is what they're saying. Okay, so some of you guys, like I said earlier, like somebody could be on a break of divorce or like a break of separation, a breakup. It's like, I don't really want this, and neither does this person. But I feel like distance has made the heart grow fonder, and has alleviated any stress, or like, I guess, illuminated, like spaces or opportunities, areas for where both of you guys can improve as individuals before you guys can show up as a unit together for one another. Okay, I feel like there was or there needs to be, what you don't see coming, ending to certain like belief systems that you had in the past that were not conducive for your growth. But what you are seeing, generally speaking, for the month ahead, I can see where there's going to be harmony. You're going to spend a lot of time with family, and I see reunion here with the 4 of Wands, and with the 9 of Wands being here. I feel like that there might be a little bit of time for you to adjust. You might have a lot of financial issues, but I don't feel like anybody holding it against you. Okay, I feel like people are wanting to help you, but I feel like you're just uncomfortable being in a state where you're relying on somebody else. Even if it's just, hey, you know, if this person doesn't respond, then I'm in a bad, you know, like, that puts me out there, whether it's regarding intimacy or romance, if you're suppressing your emotions for someone, or if it's about finances. Like, if this person don't like help me out, or like when I move, you move just like that. If we don't mend together, and it's just gonna fall through. Like, that dependency or that energy or that feeling might be a little bit frustrating for you, but I do see you overcoming it, and I see you making it on the other side of things over the next 30 days. So do like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join me in the reading Friday for the Divine Feminine. It's going to be a beautiful read for you guys. I can tell you that already. Just to make sure you're balanced out. I do love you guys to the moon and back and around our solar system. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do offer those. The link is below in the description box. Also, if you have not done so already, subscribe to my main channel. I do pick a card readings for those of you who are interested. Yeah, this will be a reading. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Try the psychic hotline everyone is raving about. Text Pinky5 to the number on the screen to redeem 15% off your first purchase.